Did I not tell you to be... Stand up. I'm going to figure out whatever else I want to charge you with. Shut up! Do what I told you to do. I done told you and you. Both of you. I'm not playing with you, homeboy. And every time that you call me on some more BS, you going to the county jail.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. On December 18th of 2020, 3 separate incidents led to a lawsuit against the Autauga Sheriff's Department and the 911 system. A call for help was initially placed to 911 by a viewer named Randy, who alleged that his partner had been drinking, arguing, and physically fighting throughout the day. The sheriff's office told Randy that they could not make his partner leave, as they had been residing at the property for several months. Despite the report of domestic violence, the deputy suggested that Randy should drive his partner to a bus station so he could go back to Ohio. Randy agreed, but 15 minutes later, deputies were called back, as the arguing hadn't stopped. And again, the deputies ordered Randy to drive his partner to the Montgomery Greyhound bus station. Only this time, the deputy would follow them to the county line to ensure they were gone, or at least out of their jurisdiction and no longer their problem. Not long after, a third call was made, as the two never made it to the bus station. Randy was allegedly continuously attacked during the drive, and his partner wasn't allowed on a bus because of his level of intoxication. So instead, Randy drove back to Autauga County and brought his partner to the sheriff's office. The two were separated there until Lieutenant Bart Watkins arrived on scene.
How you doing? Y'all went to Montgomery and done come back.
No, he brought me back here because he don't want me to come back to the house. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't have nowhere to go.
I
don't have where to go.
I called MPD and MPD said...
No. I told you to take him. You had an agreement that you guys had been in an argument. Y'all called us, okay? Yeah. We come out and did a police report for domestic violence. All right. Yes. You said you were going to take him to the bus place in Montgomery.
I did. He didn't know. You did not.
I did take him.
Okay. All right.
He said, no.
You said you would go.
No, but he didn't take me.
Okay. Well, so you guys have been into an argument again?
No, we haven't been in an argument. No, we haven't. He just don't want me to come to the house.
And you can ask my friends there out in the parking lot. I took him to Greyhound.
No, you didn't.
He would not get out of my car.
Okay.
I called MPD, called 911, and they sent out some people, and they said because they smelled alcohol, that he could not get on the bus.
No, he did not take me to the old Greyhound station.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Why did you bring him back here?
That's a lie. You don't nobody telling me.
Hey, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
They threatened to arrest us, I guess, for alcohol. They smelled the alcohol.
He didn't take me nowhere.
I called 911 in Montgomery at the bus station, downtown Montgomery. I took him to Montgomery.
Okay.
Just like you said.
Okay. Why did you come back here?
He didn't take me to the ground station.
They
told me. Nothing on my breath because y'all didn't even smell it.
Did I not tell you to be? Stand up. Put your hands. Stand up. Put your hands behind your back right now. You under arrest. You understand that?
Randy's partner has now been arrested for public intoxication, not for the domestic violence that had been reported by Randy during the 3 previous encounters. All 3 times, the Autauga County Sheriff's Office and Montgomery Police Department advised Randy to take his alleged assailant into his own vehicle to a bus station, but when his partner was unable to load onto a bus, instead of returning home and continuing to be battered, Randy decided to bring his assailant to the sheriff's office, and this decision also results in Randy's arrest.
You under arrest. You understand that? For public intoxication, or I'm gonna figure out whatever else I want to charge you with. Stand up. Put your hands behind your back right now.
I didn't do anything, sir.
You under arrest for domestic violence harassment. Shut up! Do what I told you to do. I'm gonna tow your car too. Yeah, I'm towing the Hummer. I'm towing it.
My friend's outside.
Well, you can get the hell out of the car then, because I done told you and you, both of you. Okay? This is the second time I done dealt with you. 3rd time. All right? I'm not playing with you, homeboy.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything. You can sit in the county jail and say you didn't do something. All right? I'm not tired of fooling with you. You got the right one this time, homeboy. You got the right one. Both of you.
Randy was arrested for harassment or harassing communications, though he was the victim of domestic violence. They both were taken to the county jail.
We're going this way, to the county jail.
Will you get my keys?
What else does you got right here?
That's my phone.
Here's your phone, your key. To the county jail over here. I'm putting you in jail for public intoxication. You. And you going to jail for domestic violence harassment. You going to jail for domestic violence harassment. I'm putting both of you on a $3,000 bond, both of you. You're going to have a 24-hour hold. You are. And you will too for public intox. And every time that you call me on some more BS, you going to the county jail. I warned you till I was blue in the face. Take a right. Third time. You didn't believe me, so I'm gonna make a believer out of you. I'm gonna make a believer out of you is what I'm gonna do.
For some reason, the DA pursued the charges against Randy, but he was acquitted, and finally, in February of 2022, he filed a lawsuit pro se against the Sheriff's Office, Autauga County, Joshua Cochran, and Lieutenant Bart Watkins in his individual and official capacity under 42 U.S. Code 1983 for due process, civil liberties, and civil rights violations, as well as conspiracy against rights for his false arrest, Brady violations, and obstruction of court orders. The lawsuit alleges that Randy was put in harm's way when he was advised to drive his attacker to the bus station, that his arrest was retaliatory in nature, and that Lieutenant Watkins lied during his deposition to substantiate the charges, claiming that Randy had pushed his partner, though the deputy never testified to that in court. Randy was also deprived of the right to call 911, as the deputy had threatened to put him in jail if he ever used the service.
And every time that you call me on some more BS, you going to the county jail.
The lawsuit also alleges that the Autauga County Sheriff's Office failed to produce discovery in the form of 911 call audio and videos of the encounter that would have exonerated Randy. Furthermore, the assistant DA withheld arrest reports and a written statement from Deputy Watkins until the day of trial. The lawsuit also alleges that Randy's bail was set at $2,000, with no prior record at the age of 41. While in jail, he was placed with a Caucasian cellmate being charged with the same crime, but with a bail of only $500. Even though Randy's cellmate had an extensive history with the sheriff's office concerning domestic violence. The lawsuit also included examples of differences of bail based on similar charges but differences of race. Currently, the lawsuit is awaiting review from the court to allow it to proceed. Unfortunately, in cases like this, we often see the lower courts rule in favor of the officers and agencies they work closely with, only later to be won in appeal in the circuit courts, where the judges aren't expected to politic as much with the officers and other players that they are in constant contact with. Either way, I will let you know how this turns out, but for now, be sure to head over to Randy's channel and let him know I sent you. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like to submit for review, use the link in the description or pinned comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for future content. And remember to like, share, and comment down below of what you think of this interaction. It really helps the channel. If you enjoy our content, try our other channels, LackLuster Limited for criminal psychology content, and The Odd Side for paranormal videos. Shirts and other merchandise are available at the Teespring store. Memberships start at just $1 if you'd like to help further support the channel and get a slick Lack logo next to your name. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All links are down below.